Well, hello there, all you wonderful people of the internet. So today's video is going to be interesting. A lot of you guys know we live with both my parents and my husband's parents. But we've never really shown kind of what that looks like. Our kids are really good sleepers compared to other people's kids. From what I hear, usually they're up between like 7 and 9 depending on the kid. Our older two are pretty self-sufficient in the morning. They come in, say good morning, go to the bathroom, get ready. One of them has already done, where'd you go? Done that and gone downstairs and eaten breakfast, I think.
I ate a banana.
Oh, you only had a banana?
Cheerios are all gone.
Oh, wow. I'll let Ryan say hi. He works.
Good morning.
He works during the day, but you'll see him pop in and out depending on if he has calls or stuff with clients. All right, let's go downstairs. Are you still sleeping?
Yeah.
That's impressive. Grayson, wanna go outside? Grayson, wanna go outside? Wanna go outside, buddy? You don't wanna get up yet? Okay, that's fine. And no, you're not gonna see a cute fast forward montage of me making the bed because I very rarely do. Today though, since it's Friday, I thought we would make banana bread. My mom made some earlier this week, but they are not vegan, we are. So the one that they made was not vegan friendly. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some banana bread for the girls today because they were a little bummed that they couldn't have any of that one. So we are going to make some today. Usually if like they make something like that, I will make it or my mom will make it, but she made it during the morning when she was actually working, so she couldn't make both batches. Normally she would definitely like make both, so it was a little bit of an oddity that day.
So apparently today we're filming a day in the life of the homesteaders of multifamilies. Because I got this wonderful text this morning from my daughter that said, feel free to pick up the camera. So I thought I'd show you how my morning starts because I have one of the most wonderful husbands in the world. It's my morning coffee. But for 18 years, my husband's been dropping this off at my bedside. And then, more importantly, I get to enjoy this view. Watching the grandkids swing on the swings. And that's how my morning starts on the homestead. Just thankful that God has given us this wonderful land to raise our grandkids on and to just enjoy together, because life's short. So you gotta enjoy the blessings that God gives you. And this is how we figure out how to do vlogging right now, because you know, you try to turn off the camera and all that fun stuff and you can't find the buttons, and this is all the behind the scenes stuff that you don't see and Ari cuts out. What are you putting on there?
Fabric glue.
Fabric glue.
So she's using fabric glue. When you say it's washable,
Yeah,
it is.
it's fabric
It
glue.
says okay to wash it right on the thing.
What are you doing? It doesn't show that it's on.
Yeah, it's on.
All it shows is the timer.
Mom, did you turn the oven off? Welcome to Baking with my mother. She doesn't turn the oven off. And now she turns it off when you don't want it off. I think you did.
I don't know what happened because I wasn't down here, but I'm kind of thinking
her
Ariana's
banana
probably.
She's been
on
checking
the
her
right
banana
track.
bread, keep going, it's not cooking, it's
Oh,
not
is
cooking,
it?
it's not cooking. It's 300, it hasn't been off long.
Okay, well that's good.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say Teresa is our resident pumpkin lover.
Yes. Oh yeah.
So, you know, she's having her coffee this morning. She's got her pumpkin spice.
Anything pumpkin spice.
My mother's working. Can you tell?
Oh, don't put that online. Actually, I work for Illinois time, so I'm not late
Yes.
for work yet.
She's not late for work yet. My mom's parents are in town, so she is also hosting at the moment. So this is what happens when we don't communicate well here. We end up with a lot of bananas. I think bananas has been the one conundrum in this house over and over again. We started with all of us buying individually our own bananas, and then people were eating other people's bananas, and then Ryan's dad, Patrick, started writing Patrick on his bananas, and then I think we reverted to just, when you go to the store, you buy a lot of bananas, and we're kind of like randomly, who buys them? You just buy a bunch, and they're just there. All right, this dang banana bread is gonna be the bane of my existence.
One more question.
Well, that's much better.
Like a minute, maybe.
So last time I went to the store, I bought a bunch of bananas so we would be covered, and Teresa apparently misheard that I had bought bananas, so she told my mom that we didn't get bananas, so then she got bananas, so now we have a whole thing of bananas. That's
Yes,
okay.
we have some bananas.
Because we all like banana bread here, so if they do go to waste, they won't actually go to waste. They'll just turn into banana bread.
And make smoothies out of them.
That's true. Actually, I probably should do that because I keep meaning to, because whenever you use regular bananas and they're not frozen, your smoothie's just not as
I just eat
You
them.
can freeze that one up there.
What you doing?
Okay. You go. Grant, you want to show what you do when you go upstairs? Okay, let's go see what you do. Okay.
What you doing? Oh, you coming to see the tractor? Do you see the golf cart? But it's a little cold out. We gotta wait for it to warm up. So, this is my office in the corner, a little part over there. But so yeah, sit up here and work and look forward to visits from the grandkids.
What do you want to do, Randy Roo? You want to go for a ride on the golf cart? Yeah? Okay, come on, Randy Roo.
Bye, love you.
Say goodbye to Grandpa. Oh, no, Randy Roo.
Well, alright, ready. Have fun. See you later. Bye-bye.
There's Randy.
What did Rennie do?
She went to say hi to Grandpa. Yeah, Randy likes to go upstairs and say hi to Grandpa throughout the day. Hi, Randy. Yeah. What are you doing? Silly goose.
Round and break the sides to make sure that the sides don't stick, because there's not much you can do about the bottom. As long as you make sure the sides don't stick, the bottom will usually follow. As much as this has been out of the oven, don't trust it, it's hot.
Okay.
So we're going to take this and put it on here.
In the storage unit.
Turn it over here.
Ooh, look at that, came out beautifully.
And then put it on here. Bam!
And this is the first time I ever dared try a recipe that had no reviews.
It looks like pumpkin.
It's because it has coconut sugar and it's darker.
I was going to say, it looks like pumpkin.
I think somebody's waiting for some banana bread that Mama made. Are you waiting patiently, Rev? Are you just smelling it? Just waiting to taste it? You don't want to wait for bread? You're still hungry?
What do you think? You think it's going to be a 10 out of 10 recipe? I think it is. It came out really well, and the batter was really good. Ryan came down for some banana bread. What is your verdict? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's pretty. I think this is the best that I've made. Obviously, this time it's not gluten-free, so it's a lot easier to get the consistency right. But it is. Oh, it only has coconut sugar and maple syrup in it. And there's no brown sugar or cane sugar. So, by the way, I don't think I mentioned. For those of you that have been watching us a while, you already know this, but we do have some new people, and we just moved here to the farm about a month ago. So, this is new, a new experience for us to some extent. We are building 2 other houses, so we're not indefinitely going to all be together, but for right now, we are in one house with 6 adults and 3 kids, plus 2 additional adults at the moment, but they have their own sleeping quarters. Well, I was coming out to show that they like to help you a lot, but they all ditched you.
They did. I think Ari said the chairs are too heavy. And they're like as light as
They're
can be.
very, very light. They're actually really nice because they are super light.
So Rennie just lounging in it.
Can you bring the chair over there for her? No, you're not going in there. See, even she can pick it up.
I got them.
Oh, you have it?
A
Okay.
little bit, yeah.
Uh-oh.
So now
Okay, stop.
I'm just gonna sit.
You're supposed to be helping Grandma. Oh, this is all the stuff you got from storage?
Yeah, this is all your mom's stuff. Well, that box is empty.
We got what was supposed to be short-term storage when we moved here. Just because of like the logistics of moving everyone. We had a storage facility in town that we had gotten, and it was only supposed to be for like a couple weeks. However, we had a lot more stuff than we anticipated, so that storage still has stuff in it. So we're starting to get it out now though. And these are our chairs that we had in our backyard at our last house. And now they're all here, which will be very nice to have, because we're gonna be having a little Halloween soiree. Our homeschool co-op, we are going to be hosting a little Halloween trunk or treat and like bonfire kind of thing for the kids and the families. And so those will be nice to have, because we definitely need more seating up in this place when it comes to the outdoors. Is that yummy, Rennie?
Your arm is long enough to get to the end of my bench. We're going for a walk, and he has Ronnie, and he has Mama,
Hi!
and he has Sissy, and then, hey, I was gonna pick up the Ren.
Here you go, Rennie. I forgot to film making lunch, but we're actually having a bunch of leftovers. So we had spaghetti last night, so she's got some spaghetti with some veggie balls and some peas, and she wanted some coleslaw, so she's got some coleslaw, and then she's eating peppers with hummus, and they all have a rendition of that.
Back and forth.
They're getting ready to leave. You guys saw Daddy was leaving? He wasn't trying to play a joke on you. You know that, right?
I was trying to be silly and see what Nana, Papa, and Grandma were gonna say.
Rev has something exciting to show me, so we're gonna come out and check it out in the garden bed. All we have right now is the dinky garden bed. Since we moved so late, we did not have the chance to start our fall garden. A bunch of you guys actually suggested moving the spearmint out, because apparently spearmint is very invasive and it will take over the entire thing. In fact, these might be spearmint. This guy's looking, we had a lot. I didn't think this thing would do anything, honestly, but it's doing really good. It's got a green pepper and another one going right there. Another one there. I want to get like a small greenhouse that will fit just over this, so we have a chance of this thing finishing growing, because it's getting cold. They had just thrown it in here, like uprooted out of its pot, and so we put it back into the ground just to see what it would do. And yeah, he's not the happiest. There's been a lot of rain, and it's been cold, so it's hard for him to do very well right now. So I wanted to see how much it would be to maybe build or just buy like a little 6x6-ish greenhouse to just set over this. Ryan and I were actually just discussing last night what we're going to do for our non-permanent garden space. Obviously a big part of homesteading is gardening and growing a lot of your food, and eventually we've talked about it's going to be on a south-facing hill. However, we can't actually start there until our house is built because of the runoff and stuff and all the trucks coming through. It'll just ruin the garden that we have going on there. So we can't do anything until after our house is done being built. And obviously we don't want to wait a year for us to start gardening. So we're talking about starting a garden. I'm not sure exactly where yet, but probably up front somewhere. We're going to Tractor Supply. I don't remember, what did you say you needed?
I needed to repair a garden hose, so I need
Repair a garden hose. Tractor Supply is becoming our new favorite place.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been many a time. And where we lived before outside Raleigh was like country-esque. But not anywhere to the extent of this. And we didn't have Tractor Supply, did we? On the right hand side across from like the Wakeman Emergency.
Oh, I'm sure that was a tractor
Was that a Tractor
Supply,
Supply? Oh, okay, so there was a Tractor Supply, but it was still like 20-25 minutes from us. When we moved there 3 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot there. And then when we moved 3 years later, it's like super built up now, too much. So, so we're happy to be in like true country land now. But still, it's too city for my grandpa. He didn't like how close it is to the town where my grandparents live in Missouri. They're on a farm. How many acres do they have? 140 or something like that?
Yeah.
They have like 140 acres.
Most of it leased out.
Yeah, because I think I said that he retired, and he's always, I think, leased a portion of it, but he leases like all of it now because he retired from cattle ranching. But where they live, you know, they're on 140 acres, and they're at the highest point in the county, and there is no one around at all. So it's just very quiet. I think the closest town is like 25 minutes, and that town has like barely anything. So to get to like anything of substance is like an hour and a half, basically. Anyways, we are going to Tractor Supply and we're gonna get those few things. And I thought Ryan needed something. He jokingly told me to buy an ATV. But I don't think they even have those at Tractor Supply.
For the male end, yes, male end of the hose.
That is cool. I see your baby doll. Oh, so in the book, yeah. So while we were gone, they started picking out new books. We ended up with way too many books. Well, now we got 4 empty spaces. Oh, what are all those books?
Maybe those are all Wens.
That's a lot of random books.
I need somebody on the ground. Got it? I'm gonna throw some sticks off. Okay.
Back up, buddy.
Before I come over here, I'm gonna need a broom.
Oh, it's raining sticks. He's very excited. I made sure he was not over there when he was actually using the chainsaw, but he's just throwing little sticks off now. There she is.
Here's the broom. You want me to go do the brooming?
Y'all are safely on the other side.
Well, I want to help.
Well, we don't want you guys by this when he's using the chainsaw.
Cutting the tree.
Oh, honey, I know. We have to cut back some of the trees. But we're not gonna get rid of the tree. Don't worry, okay? It's just that little bit was coming off because it was touching the top of the shed, which can cause issues and bugs and things like that.
I'm not 100% sure if we've actually mentioned why we moved this black fence and took down the cyclone fence or the chain link fence. And it is because the driveway going to Mom and Dad's and mine and Ariana's house will be coming basically straight through here on the other side of that magnolia, coming down. And so all that's gonna get cleared out. And now we need to basically do some trimming on this magnolia and an evergreen that's back there. Make sure that there's enough headroom for vehicles to go through and construction vehicles to go through. So it's not just like, you know, our minivans that need to get through there, but construction vehicles and all that. And then we need to go cut up the tree that the tree crew fell last week.
It's underneath that nut, and it came off right there. So all I have to do is pull it down enough to get it over the nut, and she'll put it back on track.
Whoa, look at how thick this one is.
Too big.
I should have gotten a Phillips. I didn't know what you were doing.
No, it's just a smaller one would be nice because then I could turn it sideways, but I can't turn it completely sideways. There we go.
Okay, so it is dinner time, and being that, like I mentioned, we are vegan and my parents are not, sometimes we coordinate meals. Someone will make things that are vegan friendly, and then we'll usually just like provide our protein. Like last night we had spaghetti, for instance, and my mom made the sauce. We brought our own noodles and we brought our own protein, so we had the veggie balls. And what else was there? There were rolls that everyone had that were vegan. We had peas, which obviously that's vegan. But then most of the nights, we don't do that every night because I will preface that Ryan and I have been definitely going for the easy meal since we moved here, just with like getting settled in. Typically we try to eat a lot cleaner, but you know, if we're eating with our family all the time who are not vegan, it does require us eating processed a lot more because we're having to get like meat replacements and stuff like that instead of just chickpeas or lentils or quinoa or whatever, which is more so our go-to. So that's why we don't eat with them every single night. That would also be super expensive for us. So tonight, for instance, Friday night, there also seems to be no rhyme or reason
for what, when, or why we decide to eat together. It's just random.
We just go, we're eating this. Are you joining us or aren't you?
Pretty much.
We wing it and then we dance around the kitchen around each other. And
Yeah.
We're all at the same time.
It's not the biggest kitchen, and so it can be hard to fit everyone in here. And, you know, in an ideal world, we'd have like times where it's like, Ryan and Ariana, you guys cook your family's meal like 5 to 6, and then we'll cook 6 to 7, but that doesn't work out. I am making sushi bowls for dinner. I don't know what they're making, but we are doing sushi bowls. So I've already made sushi rice. It's cooling in the fridge. And usually we do cucumbers, avocado, lettuce in ours. And, ooh, I thought about it beforehand, so I can do it this time. I've been wanting to add sweet potato to them, so I'm gonna actually throw a sweet potato in because I've been wanting to do that, and I keep forgetting, and this time I have enough time. This is one of their favorite meals, I think. Yeah, you guys love it. It's not as high protein of a meal, but it's very filling.
What would it be like if you threw in like chickpeas or tempeh?
Racism.
I think tempeh would be good, but
Like cook it in this?
ooh, yeah, that would
We
be
have
good.
racism.
But chickpeas would be a weird texture, I think. Did you get enough in your belly?
8-passenger golf.
Yeah.
Ooh, how much?
Yeah, your belly. Yep. What?
Love you.
Say love you, Nanai.
Hey, did Grandma have kiss on? Oops.
Say Nanai to Callie. Where is she? Right there. Say Nanai, cowbells. And Greyson.
Callie.
Say Nanai.
Okay. Hey, good night, Greyson.
Say Nanai. Nanai. Say love you. Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Love you. Love you.
Oh, bad.
All right. Done.
Thanks.
You're welcome.